What is up, YouTube world? I am Ashley D. Please be sure to like and subscribe to all. So today, before I get started, I just want to take time out to thank each and every one of you. I've read all of the messages that you guys have wrote for me, and it truly, genuinely feels great that a lot of you reached out. You know a little bit about my situation, and I opened up a little bit on YouTube. And I took some days off in regards to this day that passed and the situation. And you guys reached out, and you also said, you're my YouTube sister, and sent your condolences as well as your prayers. That means a lot to me. Like I stated, when I started this channel, it was based off of motivational, helping people, breaking generational curses, us all coming together to do something great. And we've been on this Lieonya situation for a while now. And whether we're exposing her or not, at the end of the day, I feel in my heart, I'm doing the right thing. And we're doing the right thing. And we're bringing awareness to certain situations. So at the end of the day, if I'm true to myself and what I believe, I'm going to continue to go in the direction I choose is best for me, as well as my channel. And all the outpouring love that you guys have showed me, believe it or not, it motivates me to continue doing what I'm doing. And it brought tears to my eyes as well. You guys are so genuinely caring and considerate. I miss you guys dearly, and sometimes you have to take time away, whether it's work, it's something that you do all the time. When things occur in your life, you have to acknowledge that grief or that pain or whatever it is you're going through. Be able to deal with that in the most healthiest way that you can handle. I had family come down, so I was surrounded by people that truly, genuinely loved me and cared. Not to mention, I was there for my mom. So I just wanted, before we got started, to reach out to each and every one of you and say, I am grateful. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Now, before I get started, I am going to say that everything I state is allegedly. It is my own personal opinion and observation. Okay? Now, I'm going to say that allegedly, so Miss Lieonya has been stating that she's coming for everyone in regards to copyrights, pictures, and everything. And you are the least person to come for someone when you copyright everything, from your own thoughts to your books, to paragraphs, to even quotes and words and things, text messages that you allegedly claim your son has wrote you. You cannot your own thought of your own. It's copied from everywhere. And you get upset when people have an opinion about you, who put your life on blast. You blew your spot up. We didn't blow your spot up. You chose to be on YouTube. You chose to be on Instagram, as well as Facebook. So when you choose to put yourself in that type of limelight and the spotlight, best believe people are going to have an opinion. We're allowed to have an opinion over here. We form our own thought. Unlike you and the beehives and everybody over there, they're your yes men. They have to agree with you about everything. Soon as someone asked Mr. Wu-Tang, why was he begging for people to buy his merch? What did you say? Block, block. That was a simple question. So everybody have to agree with everything you say. Your people can't hold you accountable for anything. How do you expect to ever grow as a woman when all you do is have yes people around you? And when no one agrees with you, from your friends to your family, to your YouTube subscribers, to people that's supporting you, buying your product, the people that you're making money from, if they don't agree with you and they simply ask you a question, you block these people. So when are you going to start holding yourself accountable for the things that you do? You may not do that on your channel, or your people can't, obviously. But guess what, boo? We can do that over here. We got you over here. We definitely going to point out a few things when we have a problem. You're not going to stop anything over here. So, anyhow, Miss Christian, like we stated in the beginning, you say you're a Christian, you speaking on God so much. God this, God that. When you came out, you allegedly said that Mr. LaTrue didn't believe in God. Okay? So when that tactic didn't work of you trying to bring him down and destroy him and your little God thing, then 3 months later, out of nowhere, next day we know you have a friend that in the background has the same headboard that you had allegedly, a friend that's been around your kids, been at your house, that you were pretty close to, that you were constantly lying to your people, your yes men, telling them that, oh, that's just my friend. When all of us over here knew, sweetheart, that wasn't your friend. And then the thing is, you claim you believe in God so much. Every time you go on an interview, every time it's something important where you have to speak, you bring God up. Did the God in you tell you to cover your body up? Your body is your temple. Did the God in you tell you not to commit adultery online when you're still married? Did the God in you tell you the things you do around your kids are inappropriate? Does the God in you tell you to do that? There is no God in you. And you use God's name in vain. You use God's name to pour people in, to lure people into your foolishness. You speak on God when it benefits you. But where is God at when you're doing the careless things that you're doing, when you're constantly antagonizing your ex, allegedly, and trying to bring him down and destroy his character? And then, this is the funny thing. A couple people, when you were on your little date, they were saying, why do you keep having to bring your ex name up, this and that? That was funny to me. Because you do. In some kind of way, since you can't speak on him anymore or bash him like you were daily, now you find some kind of way to bring him up. How can you even compare Mr. Wu-Tang to him? Mr. Wu-Tang is nowhere near a man. Let's get that straight. Mr. Wu-Tang forms his thoughts on a level as your sons. That's why he get along with them so well. He's just like a kid. And then people said, well, maybe he's the rebound guy. You know how you get out of a relationship and you need someone to talk to and be there for you. No, let me tell you like this. She didn't just get out of relationships with you. This woman was married for 6 years. And if her intentions was good with her husband in the beginning and she didn't have a motive, there's no way after 6 years of being married, not to mention you have a child with this man, that you would immediately, 3 months later, get into a serious relationship with someone else. Someone else. But allegedly, you were a DV victim on top of that. Everything you say contradicts itself, back to back. But you want to come for everybody to take stuff down when they speak their opinion of you. We're going to keep having an opinion because it's our right, freedom of speech, just like it's your right to continue to commit adultery online or continue to wear booty shorts online and flaunt in front of your kids. Kiss in front of your kids. It's our right as well. A rebound person is for younger people. We all been in relationships when we were younger. And there was a guy or girl that we really liked. So we were shy to eat around this person. We were a little timid. We watched the things we do when we came around them because this is the person we truly liked. However, there was also, now this is the rebound person. The person we're less attracted to. The person we don't care who we eat around. We don't care the things we do around them. We call them to waste time. We call them because we're bored. We don't have anything else to do. And we know that when we call them, they're going to take us to eat, do the things that we want to do because they really like us. That's a rebound person. This woman is a grown woman. There should not be any rebound relationship after being in a 6-year marriage. Her intentions were never good in the beginning. When you have been in a serious relationship as such as marriage, and you have a child with that person, and it was truly genuine love, when you guys walk away, first of all, if you really love them, you would never slander their name like that, let alone on camera in front of everyone. You not only slandered this man's name that you supposed to love, cherish, honor, sickness, and health, but you tried to defame his character as well. His character. Out of everything this man done for you, you continue to day in and day out defame his character. And when that didn't destroy him, when he kept smiling, he kept doing his skits, he kept doing him respectfully and classy, something you know nothing about. Then you go with the allegations. Then you go with, he's doing this, he's doing that. You tried to do so many things to bring this man down, and God held him up. The God you talk about, the God you claim you serve, that's the God that kept this man going. That's the God that helped him beat cancer. That's the guy that allowed him to smile right after you tore him down. Right after you let a man hold his child on camera, parade his child on camera and walk past him. That's the God that kept him strong day in and day out. That's the God you know nothing about. And let's fast forward now. You at, allegedly, Mr. Wu-Tang's supposed to be house. You say, guys don't have cooking utensils, blah, blah, blah. Girl, boo. Any guy that lives in the house, or if you were allegedly over his house like that and that was your real boyfriend, by now he would have cooking utensils. Or if he didn't, you guys would have stopped at Walmart or Myers on the way to the house so you can cook. So obviously, for one, it's not his house. For two, you don't be over there like that. For three, the cooking utensil situation is BS. All guys have stuff to cook with. Especially him being a bachelor and all that. Well, yeah, you guys are in a relationship now and he's mostly over your house. But at the end of the day, if that's his house, he still has to cook. He been a bachelor for so long, he should be cooking for himself. So why would he not have those things? When you get kitchen supplies, when you move into a home, you don't just get forks and spoons, sweetheart. Your kids are over there with your married self. You have on some booty shorts and an open shirt with a cross on, with your little tacky rings, like you always do. Over accessorize. And it's funny to me because you always try to tear allegedly everything down about your ex-husband, from the way he chewed, the way he walked, the way he dressed. And you and Mr. Wu-Tang don't dress the best. If we gonna keep it real. What did you have home? And why would you be cooking like that breakfast around your kids that early in the morning? Like, let's be honest about you. You're boring. You have nothing to talk about. You have nothing to bring to the table. You were better off sticking with your husband. He had more content. You thought the grass was greener on the other side. Then when you went across the grass, you realized it was dirt over there. But now you have to finish watering that grass. Because guess what? You done already went over there and it's too late to go back where the grass is green at. You made your bed and you're lying in it. You have nothing to put out. Nothing. Every time you say something that makes sense, it's actually from someone else's thought. Someone else's own opinion. And you turn around and turn it into yours. What about if all those people started coming for you? Coming for you. What about the single mom 2 weeks ago who had a quote, being a boss chick, and you turned around and you posted it on your page without giving her credit, without tagging her? You could tag someone else, actually, Miss Lieonya, and say 100 or I feel you. It's okay to repost someone else's thought that you agree with instead of taking it, making it your own, sweetheart. Do you not know how to think for yourself? I can't think of one time that you ever posted something that no one looked up and it wasn't someone else's. From your dressing, from your clothes, the way you dress. So when we tell you cook online, you go cook. And you still scraping eggs in the pan like that. You don't even let them sit. Why do you continue to cook on camera? and make a fool of yourself. That's the things you chose to do. Instead of you coming online, you could have been a motivational speaker. You could have turned all this, everything that you got, into something positive to help other people. And you wonder why we speak on it. Because if we're honest with ourselves, what do you have to bring to the table for the young youth that's watching you, looking up to you? You was a woman that was in a relationship and you guys was a positive couple, pushing motivation, black love, success. You tore all that apart, and now what do you have to offer everyone? What are you showing everyone besides a broken home? A broken home that you destroyed from tearing down your husband for no reason, from allowing a stranger to hold your kids and be around them, and you're not even married. Walking around the house with those clothes on like that, provocative. Every time you see you, you're allegedly half naked. Half naked. Kissing a man on camera. Being romantic with a man, on a date with a man, and you're still married. On top of that, your people go on Mr. LaTruth page. They go on there. If he say anything about a gorgeous female or in a video or sitting next to them, they have something to say. We have not once saw this man go on a date with anyone besides his skits or him chilling at the beach admiring a beautiful woman. That's all we've seen from him. But yet, Miss Lieonya, what have we seen from you? You living your best life on camera. You buying, allegedly, Mr. Wu-Tang's love and affection time and time again, and he shows us, as well as yourself in your heart, if you was real with yourself as a woman. Or better yet, you was married for 6 years, and all of us saw on camera how much your husband loved you and the things he did for you. So how can you have the nerves to even compare anything that Mr. Wu-Tang do for you to your husband? What has he done for you to show you that he's loved you, that he's into you? Besides the excitement in his face when you once again buy him a gift, when you buy him a piece of jewelry, when you throw a party for him and fly his friends out. What has he done to show you that he's there for you and not for the gift, sweetheart? You are to him exactly what I said in the beginning. You are the person that the people, when you're first dating, when you're young, that one person you don't care about being around. You don't feel them like that. You're not as much attracted to them like that. So you burp around them. You'll pass gas. You'll use that person. You don't care about being silly around them all day because guess what? You're not into them like that. Guess what, Miss Lieonya? You are that person to him. This man has never been serious through anything. He laughed through you guys' whole date. Everything you guys do, he's online laughing like it's a joke. There's never a romantic moment. Here you come trying to be all provocative and sexy, allegedly, and romantic and happy and trying to be in the moment. And here he is walking, repeating himself, getting blown away by the scene that you set up that you claim he did. He's blown away. But he can't forget that he's in character to try to play it off like he's did it for you. But at the same time, he's walking into it just like you. And you can tell your big stepper not used to anything because he's constantly repeating himself and acting like you guys sitting in the back of a constructed hotel, allegedly, was just everything, was just so romantic to him. That would have not been a big deal to somebody that's a big stepper, sweetheart. That man doesn't take anything serious about you. That's why he's able to laugh and be goofy and serious all day. I guarantee you, when a guy is into you, sweetheart, if you haven't been told that yet, just like when your husband was and he did special things for you on the camera, remember how he was serious to you? Remember how he looked you in your face and he sung to you? That's how you know a guy is into you. When they do those type of things, sweetie. When a guy truly, genuinely likes you and they're doing something romantic and special for you, they will get out of character from that silliness and they will turn into a man And they would do sweet gestures to let you know that I'm into you, baby. He would have held your hand, walked you down there. He would have been looking in your eyes passionately. Not being silly, laughing, joking around with the lady the whole time. Like, we got her name. We heard you say you have your key. Like, everything that went on, it was a joke to us watching the screen like, oh, when is this going to be over? Are they serious? Like, every time you give us something, we're going to have something to say because maybe you will wake up. And even if you're not waking up, maybe the young people that you're mentoring, that are under your page, that look up to you, they will see for themselves that this not love. Maybe I'm just advocating for women that are DV victims, that are married, that hit a rough patch in a marriage. And they're looking to you. They're looking up to you. It was something about you that they could relate to. And instead of you being encouraging, taking people on this journey of this alleged divorce, showing us a hard-working woman, being positive, being there for her kids, showing us what it's like after being married, going through a divorce. You just being Lieonya. That's what it should have been about. But instead, all we saw was a joke. All we saw is you commit adultery on camera. And then the young people that are in a rough patch in the marriage, breaking up, going through things, and they looking up to you, they see this behavior. And they think it's okay because they idolize you. And me, on the other hand, I'm that person that's going to always be there to let them know this is not the right behavior. You go to the real God. You don't twerk on Saturday and then turn around and act like you're holier than God. Nobody's perfect. And yes, only God can judge them. But I don't want you to think that this is the way. You go to your God. That is the way. You talk to your significant other in that marriage if you're having a problem. And you let them know. And they will care enough because you're married to fix that problem. You guys go to therapy or counseling. Even if you're not married and you've been in a long-term relationship. And you have kids together. Or you have a man that's taking care of your kids and they're not his own. But he's a good guy. But he's lacking in the area some kind of way. Nobody is going to be perfect. Talk to that man. Don't walk away. Because you're not going to meet a Mr. LaTruth everywhere you go. You're not going to meet a guy that will take your 3 kids and love them like they're his own. You're not going to meet a guy that will build your career up when you was working at Best Buy when you first met them. You're not going to meet a guy that turn you into an influencer, make you have a career, make you a boss chick, put you in a position to work from home. Everybody doesn't run into one of those guys. So I'm here to tell you, if you're in a relationship and something is not right, you talk to your significant other. You owe that to them. So go to them and let them know how you feel so they can work on fixing the problem. And sometimes we go through a season and we go through a moment where we might feel like that person isn't fulfilling those needs anymore. Or we might feel like we're in the same routine. We look at Miss Lieonya and you see something exciting about her. Something exciting in what she's doing. No, at the end of the night, just remember this. Allegedly, she did try to save her marriage. He wanted to get the divorce. So it's not like it was something she decided to do. He decided to do it. He walked away. He was the one who said he had enough. So let's get that part clear. It wasn't her. It was him. So with that being said, she did try to save this. Let's be clear about that. She didn't just walk away and say, I don't want this. He walked away. So for her to influence you guys and tell you to walk away, it's okay. And she's supposed to now be living this single boss chick life. No. At the end of the night, when Miss Lieonya lays down, or when she checks her bank statements, and she realized the people that were rooting for her, the people that were buying her products, the people that believed in her, in the genuineness that she has, are no longer supporting her. They're no longer watching her. This guy is no longer into her like he was allegedly that she thought in the beginning. She knows all of this, but she has to continue on this storyline because she's not going to be woman enough to come on camera and admit she was used. She's not going to be woman enough and walk away and say, this isn't working out. She's going to stick it out until he walks away. That's the kind of woman she is, you guys. And I don't want any of you to think for a second that you see you in her. That's not the type of woman to idolize. At the end of the day, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Everyone is entitled to feel how they feel. I point out the facts. Whether they're my own facts in my own opinion, we all see what it is. I would never want anybody to follow up behind this person that doesn't have a message. What is the message behind the storyline? What is the message behind her show on the third show? What have we saw that was catchy enough for anyone to say, okay, she's being a good example for single moms. She's advocating for allegedly DV victims like she said she would. She's doing a great job attending to her kids. How can we see that in her just being allegedly a Lieonya series of her life when we see her life daily online and the things that she's doing? She's running behind allegedly a man that doesn't have no stepfather material in him. You'll walk away from your relationship thinking it's okay, like Miss Lieonya, and you'll wind up getting a Mr. Wu-Tang. Someone that doesn't have kids yet. So what will make you think that this man will be into you and your 4 kids, sweetie? What make you think he's going to say, I'm going to just be with her and her 4 kids, and he don't possibly want kids of his own or a family of his own? You don't even have enough common sense to know that the guy you choose, the man you choose, at least let him mentally be mature enough. Emotionally and mentally be mature enough to relate to your kids in that stepfather role and be stepfather material. You should have done that, sweetie, before you even brought him around your kids and on camera. At least made sure this man had a child of his own so he could relate to you. If not, had experience with kids, was a little bit older. But no. You bid on the first thing that was out there that was showing you attention in your inbox, allegedly. And now you realize, sweetheart, nobody's checking for you. Nobody is looking for you. And guess what? If they was looking for you, you blew that. You know why, Miss Lieonya? Because you talk too much. No decent man is going to be with a woman that came online time and time again, not only bashed her husband, who from what we saw have done nothing but great things for her, who has done nothing but give her a good life that she never had, who has done nothing for her but take her kids in. Take her kids in. And the crazy thing is, how can you be a mom and you love your kids so much and you sabotage their relationship with their stepdad? How is that possible? Like when your kids said, and it hurt my heart, they missed their old life. I was thinking they missed their old stepdad as well because he was a part of their old life. And he stays 10 minutes from them. 10 minutes. And if you wasn't the evil person that you was, they would be able to go spend time with him because I know he misses them. When you allegedly go out of town on your meetings and your important trips, they would have been able to go over his house. And I guarantee you he would have been happy to have them. But not only you took away your husband and the father figure in the life for your daughter, you took away a father figure that was in your life for your sons. You took away something for them to believe in and look up to. You took that away. So now, not only what are you teaching them, but what is the guy that you bring around so early on teaching your sons? What type of role model he is? What does he stand for? What does he even do for a living? And you're okay with that. You're okay with that. Or better yet, you're not okay with that. That's why you're reporting everyone down and trying to take down their content. Because guess what? The truth hurts. We're not your yes men over here. Right is right, wrong is wrong. And you can't handle that. But at the end of the day, over here, we have free will, sweetheart. I'm going to keep on speaking what I feel. Just like you keep on posting, doing what you're doing, I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing. Because at the end of the day, I'm not doing anything wrong. This is my channel. And if you guys don't like it, feel free to remove yourself. I say that every day. I hope that this message resonates with someone who truly needed to hear it. At the end of the day, we all want to make a difference in some kind of way. It's not about bashing anyone. It's not about hurting anyone. All of this stuff is online and it's put in our face daily. And just like this person has all these followers following behind her, what is the cause? What is behind them following behind her? What is the message that she's teaching them? Absolutely nothing. At the end of the day, if I can make a difference from one person that truly looked up to this person, that's saving their marriage, their relationship, they're not walking away from a guy that took the kids in as their own, they're actually sitting down and talking about it, then I feel like I made a difference. That is the goal here on this channel. I am Ashley D. I wish you all a happy, safe holiday tomorrow. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much for your time. Have a blessed night.